Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the penultimate race of the season. It is round 20 of ORL season 10 here at the 4.3 kilometer circuit in Brazil. Brazil has hosted many epic end of championship showdowns. We remember Kimi Räikkönen taking his one and only championship win, Lewis Hamilton taking his first ever championship win in the McLaren when he pipped Massa to the title on that last corner. Button as well, if we remember back to 2009 when he was in the Braum. And don't forget, Vettel won the championship here after spinning out in the final corner. However, nowadays though, with Abu Dhabi taking the final race of the season, we don't see as many titles decided, but it is still possible. Formula Danny has taken yet another pole ahead of James, who makes it an all-Veloce front row lockout. Muller takes third ahead of Photon, while new boy G3 to ORL, he takes fifth place ahead of Soren. Marek is in seventh ahead of Big Boss in eighth, while Hazard and Black Panther round out the top 10. Barney is in 11th ahead of Elsinger, while Nagrom takes 13th ahead of Calcifer, who wasn't able to get out to set a hot lap on the super soft tyres. Bencito's in 15th ahead of Myler in 16th, while Weebs for his penultimate ever Grand Prix in 17th ahead of Twin Barrel J. Emilio Sachs and Toffee round out the top 10. For those of you who don't know, if Velocity Formula Danny wins this race and the next race, Calcifer needs to finish 5th and 3rd to win the title. 27 points separating the two of them, and we're in for a very, very close race here at Brazil. We're waiting for the lights to come on, and it looks like we're ready to go. 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and lights out. Away we go for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Formula Danny gets a really good start. James is going to feed him behind, but if we look back, let's look back from Soren's perspective. G3 going to look for the inside down Muller. Muller's going to get absolutely swamped. Photon's going to move back up into 3rd place. Muller will hold on to 4th, but Soren's going to have a go. Let's look on board from Marek's perspective. Soren's going to switch over to the outside. G3 down the inside of Muller. They both run wide, and Muller is going to reclaim the position. And now you've got Soren. He's trying to take his teammate Marek down the inside into turn 6. He's going to make it work. But now you've got Marek, who's looking down the inside into 8. He's done it, but Soren now on the inside through 9. Marek's going to hold the inside for the second hairpin though. Does Soren have any answer at all to this? As Soren loses the back end slightly, I'm not sure, there might have been a bit of contact, but Marek is going to hold on to 6th place. A good job from Marek so far. He's gained 1 position off the start. However, let's just look ahead. Is anyone really battling for position? Yes, let's look back here. Calcifer, he needs to do his utter best. He needs to work through this field. Let's get on board with him, because he's going to be in for an absolutely excruciatingly exciting race. Calcifer will try to get the double cut back. Can he close in onto Nagrom and Bencito? He's gone for the medium tyres. So an interesting strategy call for Calcifer up ahead. We can see battling going on, but Calcifer is going to move up a place and into 14th, while up ahead Bencito runs wide. Can Calcifer have a go here? Up ahead we've got G3, who's having the battle of his life, it would seem, with sorry, not G3, it was Soren and Marek. They're still in the same position as they started off with, so let's just sit on board with Calcifer, who's still in 14th after the start. He hasn't gained any places yet. Bencito's had a good start. He's gained 2 places. He's got DRS. He's going to have a bit of a lock-up. Bencito, late on the brakes, runs ever so slightly wide, but that's not going to affect him too much. But here we go. Hazard on Big Boss. He's going to go for the outside as Big Boss goes defenses. Can Hazard make the move work? Yes, he will sweep around the outside of turn 1 to reclaim 8th position. Big Boss going to run just a little bit wide, but if we run on board, he's got the DRS. He's going to have a go into turn 2 now. He's down the inside, and he will make the move stick, and he'll reclaim 8th place from Hazard. Both of them have DRS, which will make it difficult for Nagrom to find a way through. He's got to go full the outside heading into turn 1. He's going to sweep for it, and Calcifer almost getting involved in a little bit of contact. Benzito forced out wide as Myla will take the position. Let's look at up ahead because G3 is so close, and he's going to go side by side with Muller, and he's going to take 4th place. G3 looking very, very quick, but Muller actually is going to hold it around the outside, and now he's on the inside for turn 9, but G3 now on the inside for 11, and that is the crucial one. But Muller carries so much speed on the outside of turn 11, and he's going to hold on to the position. Watch out for G3 though, because he's going to have DRS. Can Muller get the run that he needs through the final corner? We'll just have to wait and see, but G3 looking very, very close. Photon's within 4/10 of James. Nothing's going to happen there. It's all about this battle right now for 4th place, and G3 going to go for the outside as Muller goes defensive. G3 is going to look for the cutback. Benzito retires from the session, so not quite sure what's happened there. But G3 gets a really good run. He's going to get alongside before he activates the DRS, and he's going to be completely ahead as he enters the braking point. G3 will move up into 4th place. Black Panther, he's having a look at Big Boss. He's going to go down the inside of Big Boss into turn 4, and he looks like he's going to make it worse. Does Big Boss have any answer to this at all? It would appear that he doesn't. Big Boss falling away from Hazard now, and he's going to be very soon falling into the clutches of his Force India teammate Barney. But look at Big Boss, he's all over the track, and his tyres have completely fallen off the cliff, it would seem, and the drivers on the soft and medium tyres, so Barney, Calcifer, Nagron will really start to close in. Has got DRS. G3 is going to go defensive. Muller going to look for the outside. G3 tries to squeeze him, but Muller not going to be able to find a way through. Muller gets the cutback on the inside through turn 5. Can he have a go? No, he can't. G3 seems to be getting the better drive once again. DRS, could he possibly have a cheeky look down the inside? He's going to go for it, you know, and he's going to go down the inside into turn 4. Can Barney hold it around the outside? Calcifer forces him out wide. He has none of that. Says Barney, you can try to hold it, but I'm taking this position. Good luck. Calcifer is up into the points positions finally, and now he's hunting down Black Panther. Maybe he's got more DRS, but Danny has a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He won't, and Formula Danny coming right out into the thick of this. He's on the soft tyre, so he's gone super soft, and I don't think he can make it to the end of the race as Barney very slow in front of him. Will Barney get out of the way? Does Barney know that he's battling for position? I don't think he does, you know. And Barney is going to hold up Formula Danny so much. Formula Danny looking for the inside into 8, but he's not going to find any way through just yet. And now you've got Big Boss right alongside him. Barney's going to have to be as aggressive as he dares. Down the inside he goes into turn 11. And he will make the moves work, but he probably lost about a second because of all of that. Penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But Formula Danny coming from a long way back down the inside of Black Panther. Black Panther going to actually let him through. You can see there James and Photon in the pit lane as Black Panther gets a time penalty. Anyway, Muller has retired from the session. What's happened to Muller? We're going to come up to Muller, and there you go. Muller has lost the back end on the exit of 5. Great news for Calcifer, but Muller is out of the Grand Prix. And here it is, Formula Danny behind Calcifer. Calcifer is going to back Formula Danny up as much as he can. Look at the defensive line being taken from Formula Danny. Defensive line from Calcifer. Very, very clever stuff from Calcifer to back Formula Danny up as much as he can. Calcifer doesn't know that he has a 5-second penalty yet, but he will do soon. And Calcifer has nothing to say to Formula Danny down the back straight. He's going to let him take the position. In fact, Calcifer going to get right into the slipstream, and that might have been his plan all along. Can Calcifer have a go down the inside? No, he's going to go for the outside. He's forcing Formula Danny to go defensive, again costing Danny more and more time. Meanwhile, up ahead, Toffee has just come out of defense. There's contact between Nagrum and Barney. Nagrum running into the back end of Barney, and Velocity James is going to come past Nagrum now. But Photon, he's going to go for the outside of Myla as they head into turn 1. Can Photon do it? He touches the grass. He'll be alright though, and Photon will move up into 5th place. Don't think Calcifer got to head into the pits though. He's going to come out ahead of Black Panther. So So Calcifer just behind Big Boss, and he's on those super soft tires. So he's going to be trying to go to the end of the race on this set. Not really going to put up a fight, going to hang it out wide, and Calcifer will move down the inside and take the position. Sorry, Formula Danny is into the pits. There we go, Formula Danny's going to come out just ahead of Hazard, which is so important. But here we go, G3. He wants to go at Hazard. He's going to go for the inside. Hazard's not going to put up too much of a fight, and G3 will move up. Oh, as Hazard touches the grass under braking, and he almost loses the back end. Calcifer, though, sets the fastest lap of the race. He is 4.5 seconds down on this. It's a 1:08.3. It's a new fastest lap. He's going to go down the inside, and he will make that move stick. But here we go, Marek on a struggling Hazard, who is actually really struggling for pace right now. We're going to have to switch to Hazard as Marek is going to find the way through. Holds it around the outside of turn 1. But now Hazard may be able to get the drive. He does have DRS as they're going to head into turn 4 down the back straight. Can Hazard have a go? Up ahead, you've got a back marker as, oh, there's going to be a little bit of contact. Oh, what am I doing? Marek, can you hold it around the outside? Toffee gets well out of the way, but Hazard's going to hold on to 6th place. As Myler, what's happened to Myler? There's Black Panther and Myler have had it coming together, I think. Qualified. Let's look up ahead. Marek going to go for the outside as they head into turn 1. Will we see the same thing as last lap? This time Marek going to look for the cutback. But Calcifer is here now, and Calcifer on the super soft tires will eat both of these guys for breakfast. The race, but here we go. DRS from Marek. Marek's going to go defensive. Let's sit on board with Calcifer. Calcifer wants to hold it on the outside of all of them. There's contact, and Calcifer will move through, but he's going to have DRS on Marek. A little bit of contact. I think that's fine though. Hopefully he hasn't lost any of his front wing. Calcifer with DRS. He's on the outside. I don't think Marek can really put up much of a fight. He's going to do it though. And Calcifer forced out wide. Calcifer has none of that. He's going to keep his foot firmly planted in. Marek defending with all of his life's worth. Calcifer has a 3-second time penalty, so that affects things massively. If it wasn't for that... But here comes Calcifer. Calcifer, he's going to dive it down the inside of Marek. And Marek going to hold it. Calcifer saying, I'm taking this. I don't care, Marek. And this is actually crazy stuff. As now Hazard wants to go. Why am I getting stupid views? And Hazard trying to hold it around the outside. He gets forced out wide. Crazy scenes. As Big Boss, he is now officially disqualified with another time penalty. As we enter the final lap of the Grand Prix, Marek may also have a go onto Calcifer. Don't forget, if Muller was here as well, this may have changed things. But Formula Danny has the DRS. Will Photon go defensive? No, he won't. Even if Photon held on to it, Danny would not. Danny would take the position with time penalties anyway. Now, Formula Danny just has to get within 3 seconds of James on this final lap. Can they do it? Marek and Calcifer, though, they're still battling so hard. And this is crazy. Marek now on the outside. And Marek won't be able to hold it. But look at this. Formula Danny now 4.6 seconds within James. And Marek's going to do it around the outside. Can he hold it? No way. Not through 6 and 7. Surely not. And he's going to try. He's got the outside now into 8. And he's now got the inside for 9. Calcifer trying his very best. But Marek finds a way through. Hazard picks up a time penalty. That's not going to affect this really. But Marek will reclaim the position at the end. And there's a bit of contact. There's Calcifer. He's going to look for the cutback. He's going to go for the DRS. Formula Danny will take second behind James though. 4.5 seconds the gap at the end. Calcifer with DRS. Who's going to finish across the line first? It's a drag race. And it is a Calcifer who will finish behind Hazard and G3. For clarification then, after an exhilarating round 20, penultimate race of the season here at Brazil. Your final results are Velocity James ahead of Formula Danny, and Photon rounds out that Velocity one at the all-out Velocity podium. Soren takes fourth ahead of G3. Ahead of G3 in fifth. Hazard takes sixth after jumping ahead of Calcifer and Marek after time penalties, while Black Panther takes ninth ahead of Nagro. Actually, Calcifer only had one time penalty. Hazard managed to find a way through on the start-finish line, 100th of a second, but Nagrom takes that final point of the session. So, we're with our race winner, Velocity James, and a good qualifying. You, Danny, and Photon were so close for so much of it, but eventually Danny pulled out the stops. In the race, how was that race for you in general?
Very enjoyable. I was saying to the people on my stream, actually, it was a little bit tame and boring at points, but I passed Photon just before the pit stops, and in hindsight, that won the race for me, because if I came out behind Photon, then Danny had the pace to obviously catch both of us. So clearing Photon before the pit stops, really important. And Danny's messaging me right now, and yeah, he maybe should have won the race because he had a bit of a bad time behind Calcifier, and I think he was genuinely a bit quicker. Like at the start of the race, we're on the same tyres and the same fuel, and he was gapping me. So yeah, I need to find some pace for Sunday's AOR race. But yeah, very enjoyable race, and well done for everyone who finished in the top 5.
Great race from yourself. So go on, give us a secret to Brazil then.
Secret to Brazil: don't eat the food. I mean, you just gotta, I don't know. Secret to Brazil. I'd say use the curbs. The curbs are quite important. A lot of the tracks you try and stay off the curbs. Like Mexico, you wouldn't necessarily use them, but on Brazil, they're quite flat, so you can attack them, and it does gain you a lot of lap time. Although you do risk getting a penalty like I did. So, yeah.
Well, a great race from you, and will we be seeing you for Abu Dhabi?
I'd imagine so, yes.
Great.
I look forward to that one. So who's in the title race?
Calcifer and Formula Danny, and with that race, the gap is now 12 points. Yes.
12 points.
12
so
points,
if Danny wins, Calcifer has to finish where?
Third, I think it is. Let me just double check.
Right.
So Calcifer came 7th, got 6 points. Formula Danny with 18, so 12 points. So the gap's 15 points. So if Formula Danny wins, Calcifer needs to finish 5th or better.
Right, okay.
So
it should be good then.
It's good.
I look forward to being a part of it. Hopefully I can have a little influence on the final result. That would be quite exciting.
Right. Well, yeah, looking forward to Abu Dhabi, and once again, thanks for joining us, and congrats again on your race win.
No worries. I'm going to leave now, so take care and see you next week.
Soren, you ready?
Yeah.
4th place finish. I think it was 4th in the end. How was that race for you? Because it looked quite entertaining between you and Marek in those first couple of laps.
Yeah, the start was quite tense with Marek. But yeah, then I'm not very happy about my race. Yeah, I finished 4th, but I think that it didn't really reflect the race that I had, because Marek, Garrix, and Muller were stuck at the pit lane, I think. So they lost a lot of time. Yeah, I really struggled at the start of the race. I was off the DRS zone when I decided to pit. I wanted to use a undercut to be closer and coming back to the DRS zone, and well, finally I had a lot of luck to be in front of them. So yeah, and quali wasn't good at all for me. I really wanted to be under 1.7. I would thought it might be possible to do something quite good in quali, and then maybe being more close to the top 3.
With regards to Marek in the pit lane, do you know what happened exactly? Why he fell back so much?
No, no, I really don't know what happened. I just saw that on the minimap when after 2 laps on medium, I just saw that Marek was far away and Garrix too. I don't know what happened to Muller, to be honest. So yeah, I just saw that then, and yeah, I just saw that I was in front with a lot of time. So yeah.
Good race from you, and will we be seeing you for the final race next week?
Yep, for sure, for sure.
Great.
Can't wait to see this fight between Danny and Calcifer.
Yeah. It should be really, really good fun. But once again, congrats on your 4th place, and I'll see you next week then.
Thank you.
Right. Hazard?
Yes, hello.
Yeah. Is that how I say it then? Is it Hazard?
Yes, yeah.
Right. I feel like there's only one place I can start, which is the final lap, and that the whole final laps between yourself, G3, and Calcifer. Just talk us through it.
Well, obviously I was a bit behind. I was in the rear. I did know that Marek had the 6 seconds of penalties, but I didn't know that Kalisiva, if that's how you say it, had his penalties. So I was pushing like hell to try and get ahead of him. And then obviously I got that final penalty on the last lap, and I thought, no. But yeah, I just kept pushing, and I did make a little bit of contact going into the last corner. Because obviously I think he broke a little bit early to try and get the exit. But yeah, I don't think it really affected anything. He didn't spin out or anything. So yeah, and it was really close across the line. It was like 11 hundredths or something. So yeah, crazy finish.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was just absolutely insane. And so I think you take 6th or 5th, was it?
I think it was 6th.
6th.
Yeah, 6th.
Okay. Well, a good job from yourself. And once again, will we be seeing you in Abu Dhabi?
It totally depends. I've joined as a reserve driver currently, so I should be free next week. So I'll try and race, but it kind of just depends if I get the seat or not.
Okay. Well, good luck if you do join us, and I hope you do. And of course, if you do, then best of luck in this and AOR.
Thank you very much.
Right, guys, that was a very exhilarating round 20 at the Brazilian Grand Prix, and something that we didn't expect. Formula Danny was unable to win after the 5-second stop-go penalty, as we may be getting something coming through. However, until I get confirmation. So, Formula Danny, unfortunately, with his 5-second stop-go penalty, was unable to take the win. He did manage second, though, but Calcifer, after his battle with Marek, was unable to use the super soft tyres to full effect. So, the gap is now 15 points heading into the final race. A win from Formula Danny in Abu Dhabi will mean that Calcifer just needs to finish above 5th. If Calcifer finishes 5th, he will lose the title, because on number of race wins. If Calcifer can finish in 4th or above, Calcifer will win the championship. If he finishes 5th or lower and Formula Danny wins, he loses the championship. So on that note, guys, we will be back next week on the 21st of March for the final race, and it will of course be held at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.